Hello fellow brawlers, I'm KairosTime and it is time to brawl, and it's also time for us to finish up the skin tier list. Now a couple days ago I went and outlined the free skins, the star point skins, the 30 gem skins, and the 80 gem skins, and created this tier list right here, kind of based off of a little bit my own opinion, kind of what they actually provide in value. If you guys missed that video, make sure you go ahead and check it out before we jump onto this next video. It basically outlines the best skins for free-to-play players. But today's video is different. We are going to be not only finishing up this tier list, we're basically going to be going over the 150 gem skins and the 300 gem skins, which are some of the coolest skins in the game. Now we're going to be taking a look at the actual cost and weighing that against these skins, because these are expensive skins, right? $10 or $20 on a mobile game like that, like they've got to live up to that cost, and we're gonna be ranking them to see which ones are actually worth purchasing, spending that hard-earned cash that you guys are supporting me in Brawl Stars, code Kairos. But first, I wanted to give a huge thank you to Kairology for sponsoring today's video, and also for making my face so pretty. Too pretty for pain. Am I right, guys? Kairology is one of the only acne cares out there that is truly customized, personalized, and tailor-made just for your skin. Okay, now as a YouTuber, maintaining a clear face is obviously very important to me, and Kairology helps with the random breakouts that I get every now and then. And then of course, another issue that I have with my skin is that it gets really dry, especially after shaving. And of course, let's not talk about my teenage years. Yeah, unfortunately, Kairology can't do anything about that hair, but no matter what your skincare goal is, they will customize a formula that's perfect for you. Whether you want to fight breakouts, treat clogged pores, boost firmness, or really anything else. You simply take a skin quiz, upload some selfies, and Kairology will pair you up with a licensed dermatology provider who will take care of the rest. They paired me up with Kristen, who analyzed my skin history and my goals to give me a formula that would help boost my skin firmness, prevent my pores from getting so dang clogged, and to improve the texture of my skin. Okay, now I've been using Kairology for a while now, and not only was the process like super simple and really easy, but the results fantastic. I haven't had any major breakouts, but what's really impactful for me and what I like is that it's improved the texture of my skin and has helped to keep it nice and soft and moisturized even after shaving, which, like I said, is an issue that I almost always have. This is my custom formula, and whatever your skincare goal is, you can try your first bottle of Kairology for free. All you need to do is click on the link below and pay the $4.95 for shipping and handling, which really is just a fantastic deal. Okay, 150 gems. This is like spending $10 US in game for each one of these. Some of them are some of the coolest skins in the game, and some of them are not. So let's jump into it. Starting off, we have Sally Leon. If you look at regular Leon and you look at Sally Leon, they basically look like the same thing, except that Leon decided to wear yellow instead of green. He does throw eggs, which is funny, and he drops a beach ball when he goes invisible, so that's interesting. We're talking about 150 gems. There are better value skins than that. Next, we have Rockabilly Mortis, also in the C tier. Oops, I meant to put Sally Leon in the C tier. I don't know why I did that. Okay, there we go. C tier for both of them. I mean, it's cooler than that. It's not an F tier, but you get it. Look at that right there, regular Mortis. That is the reason why Rockabilly Mortis costs 150 gems, guys, because of his little splits that he does. Boom. There you go. No attack animation changes, no super animation changes or anything like that. He does have a cool hairstyle, which I feel like, which I dig it. It's really cool. But this is not worth an extra $5 to me. So I feel like, yeah, C tier. Speaking of which, we got Night Witch Mortis going into the B tier. Okay, Night Witch Mortis has basically everything that you could want in a skin. A complete change. He's a crossover in Brawl Stars. Look at that change in his attack animation with the spiky side. That's really cool. And also, look at the circle underneath him when he uses his super. It glows purple? What is that? No other brawler gets that. That is so cool. But this is what he looks like. I mean, I have no issues with Mortis dressing up in drag. I actually think it's pretty funny, but it's just a little too weird for my taste, even if it is kind of just a joke. I mean, it's cool. It's just not like better than B tier cool. Next is Hot Rod Brock going in the B tier as well. You got regular Brock and you got Hot Rod Brock. The flames are really cool. The rockets are different, which also looks really cool. But in comparison to Beach Brock, who is almost half the cost, I just feel like you have better value with Beach Brock than you do with Hot Rod Brock. So I feel like B tier is just fine for Hot Rod Brock. Okay, next we have Robo Spike going into the A tier. Here's the deal with Robo Spike. He's basically like everything Sakura Spike with all the changes and everything like that, except for like a robo version of him, except that he's almost double the cost. And so, I mean, he's really, really cool. He's got a lot of cool features to him. Plus, he is the only brawler that if you do not move him, he does not move. He literally just stands completely still, which I find that is a very hilarious detail that they added to the game. I mean, look at that. He's moving. Boom. No other brawler does that. It's hilarious. But yeah, you're just better off going with Sakura Spike. I mean, you know, A tier. A lot of cool things to him. Next is Serenade Poco, going into the A tier as well. There are a lot of really cool details with Serenade Poco, like the fact that he shoots hearts. If you take a look at his super, like the flower petals, see, look, the roses literally bloom after he attacks. Like there's so many cool changes to him. I actually almost considered putting him as S tier, but I feel like maybe he needs some animation changes or something like that. I mean, we're talking 150 gems here, so yeah, A tier is fine. Bake Sale Barley is also going into the A tier. You get a lot of value with the Bake Sale Barley. The changes in his movement speed, it's kind of cool. You know, you get the pie, the 3 different kinds of, you know, different flavors, the apple, the fish, and whatever the third one is. I mean, it's hilarious. Plus you have his super. I mean, there's just so many. There you go. You got 2 of the kinds right there. I don't know what the third kind is, but anyway, you get the idea. It's Bake Sale Barley. I mean, it's really cool. It's actually my personal favorite Barley skin, but Maple Barley does provide basically the same amount of value at 80 gems. So I felt like I had to put her at A tier or whatever it is. Next, we have L Brown, also going up as the A tier. I think the coolest thing with L Brown is the fact that he has all these different changes to his audio. Listen. I mean, it's hilarious from the spring and everything like that. Like, it's really cool. He does look very similar to regular El Primo, but with a bigger head. So I feel like that's cool. I don't think it's worth S tier, but I do think it's worth the 150 gems, which I feel like is where the A tier brawlers are roughly at. You know what I mean? Next is Spicy Mike, going in the A tier. Some really cool changes to his attack, his super. I do feel like his dynamites or his hot chili peppers look like his regular dynamites from his regular attack, so that's kind of less cool. Also, this green smudge on his shirt, I'm not a fan of it, but it's a nice personality touch to it, I guess. I don't know. I do feel like it's worth A tier. Next is Lion Dance Brock, going into the A tier. A lot of Brock skins, and Lion Dance is 150 gems. He does have the benefit of being a Lunar Brawl skin. However, I will mention that his regular attack rockets look the same, except for they have those little sparklers coming out the back of it, which I feel like is a very minor touch. And for 150 gems, and especially a Lunar New Year skin, I feel like they could do a little bit to make them look like fireworks. So, you know, I just feel like A tier is pretty good for him. Next is Dragon Knight Jessie, also going into the A tier. Personally, I probably would have in the past rated her as an S tier brawler, especially with the way that they've made her new attack animation. It looks really, really cool. But the fact that we have Shadow Knight Jessie, who looks like angry and has more personality to her, and I mean, it's free, like in a means, like I just feel like it decreases the value of Dragon Knight Jessie, so A tier for her. And lastly, for A tier brawlers in the 150 gem category, we have Red Nose Nita. Bruce is wearing a rain bear suit, guys. That's cool. Plus the fact she's a Brawliday skin, plus the fact she actually costs 99 gems for both years. That is cheap. Technically $150 or 150 gem skin. I mean, this is pretty solid. A tier right here, I'd say for Red Nose Nita. Not as cool as her S tier skin, which is Shiba Nita, where Bruce actually becomes a dog, but still cool. Shiba Nita going into the S tier category, guys. I mean, look at that cute little animation. She is adorable. Probably Lady Kairos' favorite skin in the game, and Bruce actually sounds like a dog. Listen to this. He barks, and then it leaves a footprint, a paw print. I mean, it's fantastic. Also in the S tier, we have Werewolf Leon. I mean, basically everything with this. Look, he howls. He howls when he goes invisible. He throws out projectiles that look like doggy treats. He has this cool animation where he jumps up and catches a doggy treat. Plus, he's a Brawloween limited edition skin. This is such a cool value skin. S tier, absolutely. Up next, guys, we've got Popcorn Rico going up into the S tier. So many cool changes with this. The popcorn inside him, the cool colors, the popcorn gun, the popcorn kernels that explode into popcorn, the supering popcorn. I mean, this skin, it's cool. You guys know how I love shooting food at enemy brawlers. Next, we got El Rey El Primo going in the S tier. Look at that beauty. And it all starts with this super epic animation. Take a look at that. The red cape, the golden everything. I mean, it's so cool. I do actually wish they had a different attack animation or a super animation, something with coins or something like that. But I definitely think he's worth S tier. Next, we got Corsair Colt swinging his way into the S tier. Literally swinging his way into the S tier. I mean, look at him. The hat, the jacket. I mean, everything is just so cool. Even up to the cannonballs that he fires. I mean, it's just awesome. Plus, it's a Brawl Day skin, so limited edition. Man, oh, that's the way to do it. But that's not his only awesome S tier limited edition skin. We also have Royal Agent Colt. That's right, guys. Royal Agent Colt is also not swinging, but he's going in the S tier. Again, and when I first reviewed this skin, it was cool, it was fine, but I actually gave it a low value because it was just missing some things. Since then, they've added some cool things to make it even cooler. I mean, take a look at that. It's so cool. Plus, if it hits something, you see those little those yin and yang symbols. Like, it's just so cool. Colt has some of the coolest skins in the game. Like, Brock has a lot, but Colt, here, too pretty for pain. Also in the S tier, guys, Captain Carl. I mean, this skin is just so epic. I love all the details on his ship. I love that he somehow no longer has to actually travel on land, and he's just magically floating through his sea or ocean or whatever it is. I don't understand it. And then of course his animation, his lost animation, he sinks into nothingness and his hat pops up. That is hilarious. And of course, he's a Brawl Day skin. Worth every penny, in my opinion, for that 150 gem skin. And of course, we also have Witch Shelly going into the S tier. This is possibly the coolest animation in the entire game. The cat, the cauldron, it's just so cool. And of course, the slime. Check that out. And the ghost cats or whatever that is. That's cool. I mean, Witch Shelly, definitely worth 150 gems if you ask me, guys. Of course, we got Golden Rico coming up here into the double S tier. Look at that. He deserves it. I'm noticing a pattern, all the gold up there. This animation, I mean, I said Witch Shelly has one of the coolest ones. That is one of the coolest ones as well. He's got gems in him. He's got everything that Popcorn Rico does, except with gems. I mean, look at that. Look at that. He freaking shoots gems at people. Look at it. The gems, they glow. It's epic. I mean, he's got the crown. He's got the cape. Nothing says I am OP more than this skin. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people would be willing to buy this for 300 gems. So that's why I'm putting him in the SS tier, because he's just that cool. Okay, guys, we have 4 skins left. The 300 gem skins. These skins are essentially worth $20 US. That is a lot of money to a lot of people watching this video, especially for just playing a game. Like it's all, you guys what I'm saying. If you buy all 4 of them, we're talking about 80 bucks. That's way more than you'd spend on Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or something like that. Starting up, we've got Mecha Crow going in the B tier. I mean, let's be honest. Mecha Crow is really awesome. I mean, he's got this cool blue and red pattern, and he's really cool. But Mecha Crow is just as cool, and technically, he's free. I mean, they both have really cool particle effects. They make enemies get electric or whatever. But why would you spend 300 gems, $20 on a skin like this when you can get Mecha Crow for 10,000 star points? I mean, if you're willing to spend that much money on the game for this kind of a skin, chances are your account's already maxed, and getting regular Night Mecha Crow is gonna be a piece of cake. Same thing with Robo Bow. I mean, this skin is really cool, but this one is just as cool, arguably looks even cooler. And if you can get this one as a star skin, why would you spend 20 bucks on this one? That's right, I'm asking you, Kairos. I'm talking to you. Why did you spend 20 bucks on that skin? Okay, 2 more brawlers. Robo Mike going into the A tier. Okay, thought I was gonna put him in double S tier. No, he's cool. He's not that cool. I mean, he's really, really cool, but he's also expensive. Okay, he's got a robotized voice, changes his animation, his attack and his super look different. A bird is controlling him, and If he were 150 gems, I would honestly go S tier, but I just can't do that in good conscience. I don't think he's quite worth 300 gems. I think he's worth a little bit more than 150 gems, but not 300 gems. So that's right. A tier, really cool, just not worth it, I guess. But also I have him. And he's probably my favorite out of the Dynamite skins, but we've already established that I am kind of an odd person when it comes to this game. Lastly, guys, we've got one last skin. Phoenix Crow is going into the F tier. Just kidding, guys. Double S tier. Starting to realize a pattern here with these double S tier brawlers. They're all very golden. Okay, first up, what is this animation? It is so cool. His pose strikes dominance and fear. Dominance from himself, fear into his enemies. Check out his sweet leather jacket. He makes his enemies golden yellow, which is a cool thing in and of itself. And look at these particle effects. I mean, look at them. It's so cool. Boom. Boom. He's glowing. He's transforming into a phoenix. There's gold everywhere. He killed the boss. Boom. He's cool. And that is why I think Phoenix Crow is literally the coolest skin in the game. Not the rarest. Still need to unlock myself a golden mecha crow, but definitely the coolest skin in Brawl Stars. There is the entire skin tier list, every skin in the game. I'm just now realizing how much money I have spent on Brawl Stars. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Let me know in the comment section below. Once again, make sure you use code Kairos for any future purchases on Brawl Stars in the future. And for now, this is KairosTime ticking by, and we will see you in Brawl Stars.